But first tonight, the tensions are heating up in the Middle East with tough talk and the threat of major airstrikes as a deadline fast approaches. That strong warning is coming from President Trump. It was part of a sharply worded message he posted on social media today vowing serious consequences. The president not mincing words, even using profanity to threaten airstrikes on critical infrastructure. He also set a new specific deadline for Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. The fighting continues in the Middle East tonight, all while a U.S. pilot was safely rescued from inside Iran. And lawmakers now on both sides of the aisle are warning the president's rhetoric could have real consequences for American troops. So what does this new deadline mean? How could it change the course of this war? NBC5's J.C. Navarette is on the story, tracking the very latest.
Good evening, Stefan. The president's rhetoric escalating, taking social media to threaten Iran and pose a new deadline on the Strait of Hormuz, all on Easter Sunday. As fighting continues between the U.S. and Iran, President Donald Trump is doubling down, posting on Truth Social a profanity-laced warning to the regime. Open the Strait of Hormuz or pay with your bridges and energy infrastructure. The president also writing, quote, "You will be living in hell. Just watch." Closing the message with, "Praise be to Allah." On the heels of a daring and successful mission to rescue the remaining F-15 crew member in Iran after his fighter jet was shot down.
This kind of rhetoric is really dangerous because the likelihood of having downed pilots or others who are captured in a war like this is very high. And if you send the message that there's no quarter for the folks on the other side, that really encourages them to mistreat our folks.
Sunday's threatening language, nothing new for the Trump administration. The president has repeatedly set 48-hour deadlines for the strait to be reopened, to no avail. Now, the president posted, quote, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. The White House did not immediately clarify what that deadline meant. As the war wears on and now approaches the 40-day mark, questions remain as to whether Congress will eventually intervene.
Congress has not declared war since World War II. And in fact, we have had numerous operations and conflicts and wars. Korea, Vietnam, the Gulf War, Iraq, Afghanistan. Yes, there has been congressional involvement, but the declaration of war itself has not occurred since World War II. But yes, look, as this moves forward, if it goes beyond the 60 to 90-day window, then yes, Congress will need to take necessary action.
Sunday's rhetoric also increasing infighting among party members down party lines. Meet the Press moderator Kristen Welker asking Representative Ro Khanna if he'd be okay with leaving Iran without the Strait of Hormuz being reopened.
Let me tell you what won't reopen the Strait of Hormuz: threatening war crimes of bombing indiscriminately power plants, cursing at Iran. What we need is statesmanship.
And the president continues to insist that this war could end soon, even as he continues to deliver new threats. The president has also not ruled out using boots on the ground. There is a news conference slated Monday at noon, with the president will, of course, be carrying it live. Back to you.